Hi everybody, and welcome to another edition, a basketball edition this time of First Person, sponsored as always by the Precision Strip Company in Minster, Ohio. Great place to work. We talk about them a lot, about looking for good people. They might be looking for you. A great place to start, to change or finish your career. The Precision Strip Company in Minster. Give them a call, check them out online, but let them know you heard about us on PressProsMagazine.com. We are talking basketball this week with a young man. This is kind of fun because Aaron Klopfenstein is the new head basketball coach at Jackson Center, taking the place of Scott Elkert, your old coach.
Correct.
This is going to be fun. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
How
it.
has week one of practice been?
Well, we had some ups and downs, and we overcame some things, some mental hurdles, if you will, and then we had our first scrimmage, and so far things are rolling, and we're just happy to be back in the gym and working on some things to get ready for the first game of the season.
Everything you thought it would be?
I'd say there's a little more. And I can remember Coach Elkert saying this before, is, you know, you think you understand what it is when you've been around it for so long, but there are certain mindsets that are a little different, and then just the logistics of some things that you don't really realize what goes on behind the scenes.
How about the basketball part of it?
That part, just an added, I don't think pressure is the right word, but an added importance of every drill and every possession, and it becomes that much more important from this mindset.
When you've been someplace as long as Scott Elkert has been here, there is an imprint on the community, there's an imprint on the school, on the hallways, on the classrooms, particularly on those kids that play basketball. How about your imprint, and how have they made this? They've had a year now to think about this, or over the summer at least, the off season. There's going to be a change. How they've accepted the change?
I mean, our kids we're really fortunate at Jackson Center to have great kids, and it's made the transition easy because those kids already are coming in because they come from good families and things that have been established at the school where they have respect and usually a pretty solid work ethic. And that makes things a little easier, I feel like, because you're not trying to fix some of those things that maybe other places have to fix. So that's made the transition easier. That's credit to our kids, but also credit to the program that they've grown up in. And some of those expectations are the same now that they're going to be in 5 years and than they were 10 years ago. So that's helped.
How about expectations from the other coaches in this league? You getting cards, congratulatory cards from Spencer Cardagna or Nate Barhorst or the people like that?
I've gotten some texts, but yeah.
Aaron Klopfenstein is our guest this week on First Person, the first-year head basketball coach, taking Scott Elkert's position here at Jackson Center. Basketball is very important here, and I got a basketball philosophical question. Enough about the pleasantries of this. Let's talk basketball. I was at Ohio State. I told you this before we turned the button on the other night, and I saw them play Oakland University. Oakland University is coached by Greg Campy, who is from Defiance, Ohio, right up the road here. And they took 58 shots from the field the other night. 38 of them were three-pointers. That's 2/3 of their shots are coming from beyond the arc. And I asked him afterwards, I said, can you survive shooting 38 three-point shots? Mm-hmm. And he looked at me and he says, you don't know much about our basketball, do you? Because he said, that's contemporary basketball. That's how the game is played. And he said, if you don't play it that way, he said, you're at a handicap. Now, you don't play the game that way here. They don't play the game that way in the Shelby County League. But I would like to have your opinion as to what his philosophy about basketball, what he calls contemporary basketball, mm-hmm. and the fact that he says if we hit 40%, we don't care if we hit 50% from two-point range.
Mm-hmm. We actually just had this conversation with our guys the other night. We were in a position in practice where we needed one stop to win whatever the game happened to be at that time. And then we led into the conversation about you're going to have nights where shooting comes and goes. So there's going to be nights where you shoot the ball really well, covers up a lot of deficiencies, and then there's nights where you don't shoot it well.
Right.
And those nights that you don't shoot it well, when you're taking that many three or low percentage shots maybe, then you're not putting yourself in a very good position to win. And especially the case, you know, I'm always thinking, because of how I've been raised and taught, my basketball mindset is winning games in February and March. And, you know, you can win, if you shoot whatever percentage they shot from three, you're going to win a lot of games. But if you want to leave that to chance in February and March and you don't shoot it well, it's time for baseball or track and field at that stage of the game. So let the defense, I guess,
Let's
take care of
think
things.
about that from another perspective, because in my generation, and I'm one removed from you, when I came up, Bill Kennan and Dave Zeller used to say, hey, if we rebound well, we get 10, 12 points in transition. That's the contemporary game. That's what we want to focus on. That really, nothing wrong with that. That's not out of style either. So there's more than one way to win.
Correct.
And I know that's been a big part of Jackson Center basketball. You got to defend, you got to rebound, and we'll take those 12 points in transition.
Right, right. And that's why when you sort of mentioned about rebound, I was thinking from an offensive rebounding perspective.
Well, of
if you
course.
take that many long threes, you're going to have opportunities for offensive rebounds. So, yeah, I mean, each program has their strengths and their philosophies and what they believe. And that's why you have 3 or 4 months to practice those philosophies leading into the tournaments, that you can instill those in your teams. And like you said, there's no right way or wrong way, but there's a way that you got to believe in. So,
Aaron, I know you're very proud of Division IV basketball. You can't play or be around Scott Elkert, and as I said, Nate Barhorst and Spencer and Paul Bremingen and some of the great coaches that have been in this conference for so long, and not take Division IV, put it on a pedestal. And you're fortunate to be here, where in this part of the state, Division IV, no disrespect to Dayton and Cincinnati play, but Division IV and small school basketball rules here, because you got the MAC, you've got the Shelby County League, you've got teams northwest of here, where it really is. It is the centerpiece of basketball.
Correct.
And I know you feel fortunate to be around all those guys and be around that kind of competition, because you like that.
right, right. That's what makes Friday nights exciting. As you said, it's kind of the centerpiece of the community. There's not much to do on Friday and Saturday nights in December, January, and February when it's whatever, 10 degrees outside. So it's always nice to see that community support, and it kind of provides that evidence of how important it is to the community.
You lost some good players, you lost some good shooters, you lost some kids that could fill it up last year. What's the roster look like this year?
So we got 3 guys coming back that saw substantial time last year. Reed Platfoot,
Sure.
Lucas Hartle, Lucas Heitkamp. So now obviously those guys' roles completely changed because of, you know, like you said, the graduating. So their roles are changing. And then we got guys that need to step into some of the roles that they had. So there's some learning curves going on. And, you know, that's why we're playing basketball and scrimmages and 5-on-5 and all that stuff, to try to figure out those roles and get guys adjusted to where they need to be.
You didn't mention a 6'10" kid moving in over the summer.
Did I even forget about that?
Did you forget about that, or did it not happen?
Yeah, we'll wait till that comes out in the scouting reports.
Aaron, I wish you the best. It's great to see a young guy like you. I've known you for years as the JV coach here, and your commitment and dedication and loyalty to this community and this program, we wish you the best. Appreciate your time today, and you know we're in this gym quite a bit during the winter.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you, Sonny, and thank you for everything you guys do at Press Pros.
Well, it's fun for us. We'll see you out there.
All right.
That wraps up this edition of First Person This Week, again sponsored by the Precision Strip Company in Minster. Give them a look, a call, and a chance. If you're looking to start a career, change your career, or finish one, they're good people to see. They're always looking for good people. They may be looking for you. For Coach Klopfenstein, we thank you for your support each and every day, month, year, 14 of them now. We're starting basketball this winter. They said it wouldn't last, but here we are starting on 14 years. Appreciate your support. We'll see you again next time with another edition of First Person on Press Pros.